Welcome, everyone, to a very special edition of the Midwest Auto Sports E-Series. My name is Lauren Big Contact Kelly, and we're here today at virtual Cedar Lake Speedway in New Richmond, Wisconsin for the Grassroots Classic presented by Sleep Racing and Red Line Sign and Design. And we're very, very happy to be putting this race on for a great group of guys out of northern Wisconsin and Minnesota, including Chris Sleep from Sleep Racing, which is our primary sponsor of today's event, along with Redline Sign and Design and Love's Lawn Care and Snow Services, LLC, which have been gracious enough to donate some cash for these guys to win here today in dirt street stocks, once again at the virtual Cedar Lakes Speedway. Very, very excited to put this race on here tonight. Should be a great group of guys battling it out for 35 laps in our feature. A couple heat races to kick things off, and then we'll get into our main event a little bit later on. We appreciate all of you coming in, tuning in here tonight. You know, there's a lot of other things you could be watching, and we're happy that you're here with us here on the Midwest Auto Sports YouTube channel. And it should be a great night of virtual racing. Of course, we like to say the cars aren't real, but the racing is. I think that's a great analogy for iRacing. And we've got some talented drivers here in the field tonight, including Dirty Bunny. Jason Schilling is in the house tonight. Sort of a dirt street stock veteran here on the iRacing series. Runs the Hales Corners Sim League, I believe, in the dirt street stock pretty regularly. Of course, he'll be in the number 70 here tonight out of Greendale, Wisconsin. 101 Designs, J&A Auto Trim, LeMay Motorsports, Roscoff RV, Carly's Cups, Bombs, Signs, and Designs, all sponsoring Jason Schilling in the number 70. And, of course, our main guy here tonight, Chris Sleep, actually was the one who came to me with the idea for this race, and we threw it together in just a couple of weeks. So very happy to be doing this with Chris. He'll be in the number 4S tonight, in the Red Line Sign and Design, Loft Towing, SS Fabrication Shop, Altoona Family Child Care Center, Loves Lawn and Snow, and he's out of Osseo, Wisconsin, in the Built to Media number 4S. Chris's father, Bill Sleep, both of the Sleeps run flat carts up at the Thunderhill Speedway regularly during the summer. And Bill Sleep will also be running here tonight in the number 61 machine, also out of Osseo, Wisconsin, in the Loft Towing, Redline Designs, Built to Media, SS Fabrication Shop, and Sleep Racing number 61. Also here in the server tonight, in the number 09 out of Holman, Wisconsin, it's going to be Matt Trouch. Bill Schmidt from the Wisconsin Dirt Racing on Facebook. If you've ever seen that page, this is the guy behind it. Bill Schmidt in the number 13 car out of Green Bay, Performance Motorsports, Hobbytown, USA, WisconsinDirtRacing.com, number 13. Again, go check out his Facebook page. They worked with us here at the Midwest Auto Sports E-Series as well, and the Wisconsin Sprint Car Updates Falls Classic, presented by Wisconsin Dirt Racing. So that was a fun event, and I'm sure tonight will be one as well. Happy to have Bill actually racing with us here tonight. Jim Bucher in the 117 out of Richfield, Wisconsin, VMS Motorsports, the agency real estate number 117. And the guys should be going into the driver meeting now. And I'm going to hop over there and just finish out this driver's meeting, and we'll be set to go. All right, in our practice session, just about wrapping up here at the virtual Cedar Lake Speedway. 4 minutes left in our practice session. We'll see if we can go to the track here very shortly, get some clips of the cars actually on track. Drivers meeting just about over with, I believe. And there we go. So the 09 car down on the bottom of the speedway. Trying to find my driver's list here. That is Matt Trouch. It's out of Holman, Wisconsin, the number 09. And the 117 up top, Jim Bucher, running the lip here at Cedar Lake Speedway. Obviously, the track state will reset for our qualifying session, single car qualifying here tonight at Cedar Lake. And the number 70, Dirty Money, Jason Schilling, stalking these guys up on the top of the speedway. Obviously, the track's super slick right now with all these guys running laps for just about a half hour of practice. So the top side is going to be the fast way around right now, but that will change as we go into qualifying and heat races. Jim Bucher gives Matt Trouch a little bit of a door there down the front stretch. So right now, Jeff Siebert, that account is actually Mason Siebert. Or Mason Schubert. I couldn't remember exactly how to pronounce that, but it's Mason Schubert up top. Fast time right now with a 16.261 in the number, it says 6, but I believe he's actually in the number 99 car here at Cedar Lake tonight. Matt Trouch sitting second, Jason Schilling third, Chris Sleep fourth, Brandon Hull, Scotty Schottle, that's what it is, Scotty Schottle sitting in sixth, Bill Sleep, Bill Schmidt, Cody Ernest, and Trevor Frank coming in here as well, part of our Midwest Auto Sports E-Series on the regular. Trevor currently sits atop the point standings, I believe, of our Professional Plating Pro League, and that will do it for practice, and we'll bring out qualifying here in just a second. Once again, it will be single car qualifying, so the admins will call cars to the track as they go. So it'll be one car, the next car will go to the staging, and our first car onto the speedway out of Greendale, Wisconsin, in the Skis Graphics number 70, LeMay Motorsports, and Roscoff RV number 70 is Dirty Money, Jason Schilling. Jason Schilling in the number 70. First car to take time here tonight at the Cedar Lake Speedway. Turn 4 riding on board. Thanks to our broadcast team for that awesome shot as he completes his first of 2 laps with, I believe, a 16.444. First time around for the number 70 of Jason Schilling. And his second time around, can he improve? I don't believe so. So next car out onto the speedway, I believe, as Jason, should be it for Jason's time. Yes, there he goes. Next car out onto the speedway in the number 09 here tonight. Out of Holman, Wisconsin, the number 09 is Matt Trouch. Matt coming to us for the first time here on Midwest Auto Sports. There'll be a lot of first-timers here tonight. Very happy to add a lot of guys to this awesome league that we've had for just about over a year now. Going to be a lot of doing to upset Jason Schilling for that top spot. And Matt just about a 10th off the pole right now. 0.111 back of Jason Schilling for that top spot. Second time around, can he improve? And no, but it does go quicker, but still not quite enough to catch Jason Schilling up at the top of the leaderboard so far. So Matt Trouch will settle for second here first off. Next car onto the speedway should be Scotty Schottle. Should be running the number 93 here tonight. And as he pulls out onto the Speedway, Scotty hails from Osseo, Wisconsin, and is the owner of Red Line Design. So a huge thank to Scotty for helping support this event here tonight. Other sponsors on the number 93 machine are SS Fabrication, Loft Towing, and Opel Trucking. So a huge thank you once again to Scotty for coming out and racing tonight, as well as supporting the event. And we'll see how he goes first off. Third quick overall. Just about 2/10 back of Jason Schilling up top. Second time around, I believe he's going to stay there in third quick, coming off of turns 3 and 4 right now. See if he improves. And yes, he does go second quick overall. So close to that top time by Jason Schilling as well. Just 0.040 of a second off of Jason Schilling's quick time of a 16.403. As Scotty will take the turn 1 exit off of the Cedar Lake Speedway. Next car out onto the Speedway. He owns Wisconsin Dirt Racing on Facebook. That is the number 13 of Bill Schmidt. Bill Schmidt in the number 13 hails from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Performance Motorsports, Hobbytown, USA, and WisconsinDirtRacing.com. All sponsors on the number 13 of Bill Schmidt. Bill actually does quite a bit of iRacing in his downtime when he's not focused on running that awesome Facebook page over at Wisconsin Dirt Racing. You want to keep up to date on all of your dirt racing news, be sure to go over and check them out on Facebook. As Bill makes it through turns 3 and 4. First lap was just a couple of tenths off a pole. Second time around, can he improve? In the number 13 car, first time with us here in the Midwest Auto Sports E-Series, but once again, he's been very involved with the series, sponsoring our Wisconsin Sprint Car Updates Falls Classic earlier this season. And he will stay fourth fastest overall, 0.232 off of pole. Next car out onto the Speedway, and our CEO here tonight, Chris Sleep, in the number 4S in the Built 2 Media Company. Red Line Sign and Design, number 4S. Chris hails out of Osseo, Wisconsin. SS Fabrication, Red Line Signs and Designs, Skis Graphics, and Built 2 Media Company, all sponsoring the number 4S. Chris jumps up fourth quick overall. Not bad there. Just 1/10 off of the pole position. Chris hoping for a good finish here tonight at the race that he kind of put together. Been fun putting this whole deal from just an idea into actual happening, and Chris will stay fourth quick overall. He'll take that first lap as his quickest. So next car out onto the Speedway, Mason Schubert running the number 6 car here tonight. Mason, a regular winged outlaw kart driver up at the Thunder Hill Speedway in the number 99 kart. In the PBR number 6 machine here tonight. Mason lightning fast in an outlaw kart. We'll see how he does here in the virtual dirt street stock. Fourth quick overall for Mason Schubert. Incredibly close qualifying session so far here tonight. The top 4 drivers less than a 1/10 of a second apart from each other. See if he can improve on his second time and go second quick overall. Once again, incredibly close qualifying session so far here at the virtual Cedar Lake Speedway and Dirt Street Stocks. And I believe Mason missed the off ramp there in turn 1, so he'll have to come back around one more time. Just 0.024, 0.02 of a second off of the pole time. Next car out onto the Speedway, a newcomer as well to the Midwest Autosports E-Series. The number 99 car is Brandon Hull. Brandon Hull in the number 99. Brandon hails from Mayville, Wisconsin. Skis Graphics, Miller's Bar and Grill sponsoring the number 99. See where his first lap puts him. 6th quick overall. Not bad. Once again, this session is just so close. 0.2 of a second pretty much covers the entire span of the field so far. Between our pole time of 16.403 of Jason Schilling and Bill Schmidt back in 7th overall. And I believe Brandon will stay 6th fastest. And takes a quick exit off of the turn 1 runoff area. Brandon actually jumped Chris Sleep there with his 2nd lap, so he will go take 5th fastest overall so far in the session. Next car out onto the Speedway in the number 61 machine. Out of Osseo, Wisconsin, the sponsors Loft Towing, Redline Design, Built to Media Company, SS Fabrication Shop, and Sleep Racing, sponsoring the number 61 of Bill Sleep. Bill Sleep in the number 61. Bill, once again, Chris Sleep's father. They both race flat carts up at the Thunderhill Speedway. Bill's first time around, good enough for 8th quick. Once again, just an incredibly close qualifying session. It's not really that far off, and you're 8th. Second time around, will he improve on his first time? Can he jump? Yes, he will. Go 7th quick overall. So Bill Sleep improves on his first time, sits 7th overall here in our qualifying session. Again, Bill Schmidt down in 8th place so far, just 2.32 off of pole. And the top 5 cars now all within 1/10 of a second of each other. Next car out onto the Speedway, Cody Ernest. Cody was a very late addition to the race tonight, so I don't have a whole lot of information on Cody. I believe he's in the number 88 machine. So we'll see how he does here in his qualifying session. 2 laps for every driver. We like to do the 1 car at a time. It's a lot more exciting for your race fans at home. We'll see if anybody can upset Jason Schilling up top as Cody Ernest, just as I say that, goes quick time in the number 88 machine. I wish I had some sponsors to rattle off for the number 88 right now, but Cody goes fastest overall with a 16, I believe, what is that, a 16.361, 16.391, excuse me, for the number 88 machine of Cody Ernest. What a lap. Next car out onto the Speedway should be very quick as well. In the number 117 car, it's going to be Jim Bucher. Jim hails from Richfield, Wisconsin. VMS Motorsports and the agency Real Estate sponsoring his number 117 machine. Track might be getting a little bit faster here. First time around for Jim, not as good. Running that middle lane right now. Other drivers going much farther down towards the bottom. See if his second time sees any sort of improvement. And he does improve, but doesn't improve his position. So still 10th quick overall for Jim Bucher. So Jim will take the turn 1 exit here. I believe he missed it the last time around. And we'll get our final car onto the Speedway for qualifying. And he hails from Sheboygan, Wisconsin in the Raceway hats, Frank Motorsports Odyssey Fun Center, Weir's Machine, Midwest Auto Sports, and now part of Vanderpool Racing. The number 21F is Ballpark, Trevor Frank. Trevor Frank in the number 21F, and we ride on board now with Trevor as his first lap. Good enough for fifth quick. This should be a quick second time around. Looked like he had a little bit of a mess up on his first time through 3 and 4. Looked a lot quicker that time. And he'll take the turn 1 exit, and he goes quick time for the number 21F. Trevor Frank just upsets Cody Ernest and Jason Schilling to take quick time. Final car on the Speedway does it. What a lap there from Trevor Frank with a 16.357, the fastest car in our qualifying session here tonight. And our admins will advance to the next session now, and we'll get our first of 2, I believe, heat races onto the track here tonight. So once again, Trevor Frank, your pole time with a 16.357. What a qualifying session there with the top 7 cars within a 1/10 of a second of each other. Fantastic qualifying session there. We'll get to our heat races presented by, Love's Lawn Care and Snow Services. And then our red line sign and design feature a little bit later on tonight. So the admins are advancing the session now to our heat races. And we'll get our first of 2 onto the track right now. And starting on the pole in the number 99 car. It is information pulled up here. Out of Mayville, Wisconsin, the Skis Graphics Miller's Bar and Grill number 99 is Brandon Hull. To his outside, the red line sign and designs number 93 car is Scotty Schottel. To the inside of row number 2 is Dirty Money Jason Schilling out of Greendale, Wisconsin. In the LeMay Motorsports number 70, to his outside in the Vanderpool Racing Midwest Auto Sports Frank Motorsports number 121 is Trevor Frank. To the inside of the third and final full row, the number 61 out of Osseo, Wisconsin is Bill Sleep. And to Bill's outside, the number 117 is Jim Bucher. Eight laps the distance here in heat race number 1 at the Grassroots Classic, presented by Sleep Racing and Redline Signs and Designs. Brandon Hull and Scotty Schottel going to set the pace and start the race, kick things off here tonight. We're green out of turn 4. Hull to the inside, Schottel way up high through turns 1 and 2. Here comes Trevor Frank down the inside, the 21F. Smelling blood in the water to the inside of Schottel for second. Schottel tries to hang tough on the outside, crosses down underneath the 21F, but put Trevor Frank up into the second spot. Meanwhile, Brandon Hull out front, but Trevor Frank now all over the back of the number 99. Bucher way up top there in the background. Jason Schilling still running in that 4th spot. As the field starts to go single file here, Frank now pops up way to the high side. Here comes Schottel and Schilling down on the bottom. Frank up top, Schottel down low. Frank tries to close off the number 93 and does so, holds on to the second spot. Meanwhile, Brandon Hull just watching all this happen in his rear view mirrors, just absolutely battle it out. I'll see if I can drive away, but Frank might have found something up top here in the 21F. Oh, and doors the number 93 coming down the racetrack. They get into each other once again. Schottel has to gather it back up, holds on to 4th for now, as Jason Schilling moves up into the 3rd spot now. Very incidental contact between the 21F and the 93. That's street stock racing for you. Should be 3 laps to go. This time by for Brandon Hull in the number 99. And do we have a yellow flag out here? I'm not sure. I thought we had a yellow, possibly not. I think our timing and scoring might be a little bit screwy. But now we should have one more lap to go, this time by for Brandon Hull. Frank to the outside, still trying to find a way around the 99. Side by side down the front stretch, white flag out, one more lap to go as Frank actually led that lap. Brandon Hull working down on the inside. They get into each other. Up towards the fence on the backstretch. Here comes Jason Schilling up top. Frank goes down to the bottom, closes off the 99. Brandon Hull might lose second as Jason Schilling gets it at the line, but Trevor Frank going to take the heat race win here at the Grassroots Classic. Heat 1 goes to the 21F of Trevor Frank. I believe Jason Schilling will have come home in second there. Brandon Hull losing 2 spots in 1 lap all the way back to third. Fantastic racing there in our first heat race of the night. Heat race 2 will be on track momentarily as part of our Love's Lawn Care and Snow Services heat race action. Starting on the pole of heat race number 2 in the Red Line Designs and Sign Loft Towing SS Fabrication Shop, Altoona Family Child Care Child Care Center, Loves Lawn and Snow, Built to Media Company number 4S is Chris Sleep. To Chris's outside out of Holman, Wisconsin, in the number 09 is Matt Trouch. And on the inside of row number 2, in the EW Concrete and Masonry, S&P Racing, and Mississippi Thunder Wings and Carts, number 99 is Mason Schubert. To his outside in the number 88, second quick overall tonight in qualifying, the 88 is Cody Ernest. And starting shotgun on the field in the Wisconsin Dirt Racing, Hobbytown, USA, out of Green Bay, Wisconsin, number 13 is Bill Schmidt. That's your field for heat race number 2, 8 laps to decide the rest of our feature event here tonight. And we're green off of turn number 4. Chris Sleep out to the early lead. Matt Trouch in the second spot. Mason Schubert, that number 6 car, running in the third spot. Cody Ernest and Bill Schmidt. Chris Sleep running that high line like he likes to do in the flat carts up at the Thunderhill Speedway, where he races weekly and wins a lot up at the Thunderhill Speedway. Trying to do it here in the street stock. Here comes Matt Trouch on the bottom. Tickling the tires, as they like to say, down on the bottom. The 09 pushes the 4S up the racetrack. Here comes Mason Schubert down on the inside. Was that Trouch that got into Sleep there? Now Cody Ernest trying to take advantage of Sleep. Gets down the inside, moves up into the third spot. Trouch out front, Mason Schubert running in the second spot. Sleep now in danger of going down another position to Bill Schmidt, who now runs the bottom, trying to come up into this fray. Meanwhile, good battle for the lead up front. Matt Trouch starting to run that middle line, whereas Mason Schubert trying to hug those tires down on the bottom. Cedar Lake Speedway still with plenty of grip in it. Trouch through the middle of the speedway. Schubert now ran up top a little bit more that time through turns 1 and 2. Down the back stretch they go. Trouch running very low to high line. Schubert still trying to get some kind of momentum built up on the high side, but Trouch has this under control. Cody Ernest running in the third spot. Chris Sleep and Bill Schmidt as they run here with just about one more lap to go, this time by. White flag out for Matt Trouch. See if Schubert has anything for the number 09 on the final lap. It looks like through turns 3 and 4, Matt Trouch going to hang on and take victory here in heat race number 2 in our in our Love's Lawn Care and Services heat race action here. Matt Trouch with the win. Mason Schubert second. Cody Ernest rounds out the podium. And now, time for our 35-lap Red Line Signs and Designs feature here at the Sleep Racing Grassroots Classic. part of the Midwest Auto Sports E-Series here on the Midwest Auto Sports YouTube channel. Thank you all for tuning in. Should be an awesome 35-lap feature event here tonight. We will have a 5-minute warm-up session just to slick off the track a little bit more. Let the admins know if they have to reset any kind of track state or do anything else in the server. Once again, a huge thank you to our sponsors here tonight, Love's Lawn Care and Services LLC, as well as Redline Sign and Design, and of course Sleep Racing. Should be a fantastic 35-lap feature here tonight. If you like what you're seeing here tonight, don't forget we have a couple more broadcasted races in the Midwest Auto Sports E-Series later on this season. Next week, yes, we will. On February 6th at 7 p.m., Sprint League Winged 410s at the Knoxville Raceway. Finale in our Sage Fruit Sprint League. Austin Semmelman pretty much has that championship wrapped up, but the racing every week has been fantastic. So Winged 410s at the Knoxville Raceway next week, live on our YouTube channel at 7 p.m. And that will wrap up our Midwest Auto Sports E-Series season. It's been a fun year, but also very, very excited to get back to the real world racing, as our warm-up should be just about wrapping up here for the Grassroots Classic before our 35-lap Redline Signed and Designs feature event. As we see now, shots of virtual Cedar Lake Speedway. Obviously, there was a lot of hype when this track came out on iRacing. We've raced at it quite a bit over the past few weeks. First dirt track in Wisconsin to go along with Crandon Off-Road Speedway, and obviously the Milwaukee Mile and Road America as the tracks from Wisconsin. And the checkered flag, I believe, just fell on our on our warm up, and the fans have just magically packed the stands for our 35 lap feature event here tonight. And we'll have the lineup up on the board here very shortly. And once again, a huge thank you to everybody for watching tonight. And our lineup is up on the board, starting on the pole out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. The number 21F is Trevor Frank. To his outside out of Holman, Wisconsin, the number 09 is Matt Trouch. To the inside of row number 2 is going to be Dirty Money, Jason Schilling out of Greendale, Wisconsin. To his outside, Mason Schubert from, see if we can find his hometown. And he's from Welch, Minnesota, in the number 6 car here tonight. Brandon Hull to the outside, no, inside of row number 3. All kinds of mixed up here. Brandon Hull, the number 99, out of Mayville, Wisconsin. On the outside of that row, Cody Ernest in the number 88. Scotty Schottle, the owner of Redline Signs and Designs. Chris Sleep in the number 4S out of Osseo, Wisconsin. His father, Bill Sleep, in the 61, also out of Osseo. Bill Schmidt, owner of Wisconsin Dirt Racing on Facebook, in the number 13. And Jim Bucher in the 117 rounds out the field. And we're green, racing off of turn number 4 here at the Cedar Lake Speedway for 35 laps of street stock action. Frank out to the early lead. Trouch running in second. Here comes Dirty Money, way up by the wall in the number 70. Running in third right now. Schottle off the pace down the inside. Now gathers it back up. Not sure what happened there, but Jason Schilling running all up in the fluff there in turns 1 and 2. Goes right back to it in 3 and 4. Trouch up there in the marbles as well. Schottle working down in the bottom. Might have found something to the inside of the Cedar Lake Speedway now. As nearly 3 wide for third with the top 3, or excuse me, for fourth, with the top 3 running nose to tail. That's Brandon Hull, Scotty Schottle, and Mason Schubert running just about 3 abreast there for a while. As the number 88 of Coney Ernest looking on, as well as Chris Sleep and Bill Sleep down to the inside. Bill Schmidt, all kinds of crossed up there. Jim Bucher rounding out the field right now is both. What is that? Brandon Hull and Mason Schubert getting up into the fence. Schubert comes back onto the racetrack, gets into the number 88 of Cody Ernest. Ernest slides up the racetrack. He might hit the wall on the front stretch here. Big time battles going on. Back through the field is the top 3. Still run nose to tail. They know this is a long race, biding their time, with Matt Trouch sitting in the second spot in between Jason Schilling and Trevor Frank. I thought we had a yellow out there for a second, but I think our timing and scoring monitor is a little bit screwed up as Trouch goes down to the bottom. Matt Trouch looking to the inside of Trevor Frank. That was for the lead as we look at Brandon Hull and Mason Schubert up into the fence once again in the number 6 car. Top 3 remain unchanged as now Scotty Schottle pulling away ever so slightly away from Brandon Hull and Mason Schubert. Cody Ernest there as well. Chris Sleep looking on the 4S, running that high line. As now Schilling looks to the inside of Matt Trouch for the second spot. Gets a good drive off the bottom. Can we see Jason Schilling, Dirty Money, looking up into the top 2? To the inside he goes, bringing Scotty Schottle with him in the number 93. Goes over the tires slightly there in 3 and 4, pops right back up to the high side. Got to get his momentum back up. Schottle to the inside of Dirty Money now. Nothing doing down on the bottom. As Ballpark, Trevor Frank continues to lead this one. He got up into the wall a little bit there in turns 3 and 4. As we now have 10 laps in, 25 more to go. Frank in control of this one so far, but the top 4 cars, I guess, out front and pulling away from the rest of the field as Jason Schilling moves up into the second spot in the number 70. Matt Trouch crossing him back over into turns 3 and 4 they go. Trouch with the slider there. Coming into the second spot is Shuttle and Schilling get together. That's going to bring out a yellow every time. Scotty Shuttle coming off the bottom, got way hard into the side of Jason Schilling there, and Shuttle gets the worst of it. There's the replay. Shuttle just got up into the number 70. So Schilling coming off of the bottom of the racetrack. That's when he took second away from Matt Trouch. Trouch then crossed the number 70 back over, through the slider into turns number 3 and 4. That was clean. Schilling then tries to cross over the 0-9. And yeah, Shuttle and Schilling just kind of go in opposite directions at the same time. Unfortunately, those directions were towards each other. Couldn't see if Shuttle got collected by another car there after that happened. But either way, it's going to be Frank Schilling, because we go back a lap. So Schilling, oh, is Jason wow, Jason Schilling tapping on that one. I'm not so sure about that. I thought that was mostly a racing incident, if not Shuttle coming off the bottom, but who knows? That's interesting. But fair is fair. Both of them are towards the back of the field now, but plenty of time for Jason Schilling to work his way back up through the field. Matt Trouch still will be sitting in the second spot. Frank has been in control of this one so far, but hasn't really been able to get away from the rest of the field. As here we go, double file restarts in the Midwest Autosports E-Series, unless we have a yellow on the laps like immediately following double file restarts. In that case, then we go to single file for the entire rest of the event. As we come green off of turn number 4, Frank back out to the front, Trouch in second. Here comes Brandon Hall on the bottom, bringing Cody Ernest with him. As now Mason Schubert up into the top 5 in the number 6 car. Looks down to the bottom, tries to go underneath Cody Ernest for 4th, side by side for 2nd as well. Here comes Brandon Hull to the inside of Matt Trouch. And it's still going to be Trouch there holding on to 2nd for now. For 2nd and 4th, excuse me. As now Brandon Hull hugging those tires down to the bottom, bringing Mason Schubert. Cody Ernest running through the middle of the speedway. Contact between Schubert and Hull. Hull gathers it back up through the infield, and the number 99 trying to pull Kyle Larson as Bill Sleep goes around. Oh my goodness, that was right in front of Brandon Hull, and that is a very damaged number 61 machine. And he will pull into the pits immediately for a quick repair. That looked like contact between him and Jason Schilling, possibly. Well, it's Scotty Schottle down on the bottom. There's Jason Schilling behind Bill Sleep. So Sleep running in the number 61 car, the red car, in the middle of your screen. Goes up to the high side. Here comes Schilling on the bottom. It's another case of 2 cars going in opposite directions. So Schilling tries to go up the racetrack to avoid Brandon Hull, and just had no clue that Sleep was right there. That's kind of unfortunate for both of those drivers, as Schilling with really nowhere else to go except into the back of Brandon Hull. So Schilling probably tapping again after that one. But again, just really unfortunate coincidence there. And yes, he does. Schilling taps, goes to the back behind Brandon Hull, and here comes Bill Sleep back up onto the racetrack in the number 61. So that's good to see. But out front, can anybody get past Trevor Frank in the number 21F? And here comes Frank. We're green back once again off of turn number 4. Lap number 16 out of 35. Or excuse me, 17 out of 35. As the scoreboard just ticked over. Frank out front. Here comes Cody Ernest on the bottom with a run on the top 2. The 88 car hooked up and flying. He just joined the league actually after practice had already started. It's not a whole lot of experience racing with these guys, but Ernest down to the bottom in the number 88 car. Found some grip on the bottom side of the speedway. He'll be moved up into the second spot now, the 88 car on a charge. Now misses the bottom now in turns 1 and 2, but still gets a good drive off through the middle. Contact between the 88 and the 09 for the second spot. Chris Sleep now. Where did the 4S come from? Chris Sleep up into the fourth spot. Sleep, high side hustling, high flying. Chris Sleep in the number 4S moving up through the field and now challenging the leaders. Meanwhile, Trevor Frank out front, but still not really getting away from Trouch and Ernest. We'll see if either of these two guys have anything for the 21F. Gotta believe Trouch is just biding his time. He's been running underneath the rear spoiler of Trevor Frank for basically the entire race now. 20 laps in, 15 more to go for Trevor Frank, Matt Trouch, and Cody Ernest. That's your top three right now. Chris Sleep trying to pick up that Hard Charger award. $15 Hard Charger up for grabs here tonight. Frank up top. Trouch tucked under the rear spoiler of the number 21F, biding his time, trying to find out where Frank is weakest on the racetrack. Coming up on 10 laps to go next time by. Cars all over the place back in the field. I believe that was Schottel and Schilling once again going at it. And now Frank with about a car length advantage there, as now Mason Schubert down to the inside. Schottel working his way back up through the field, bringing Brandon Holt and Jason Schilling with a big slider there from Mason Schubert. Schottel back down to the inside, though. The 93 slides up the race. No, keeps it down on the bottom. He'll get the drive off the corner. And that'll put Schottel back up a position. And that's actually for the top five. So Scotty Schottel running in the fifth spot. That's the battle for fifth. Schilling working his way back up through the field as well. Brandon Hull there, working to the inside of Mason Schubert in the number 6 car. Coming up on just about 7 more laps to go for Trevor Frank. Matt Trouch, does he have anything for the 21F? Been running nose to tail most of the race. You got to believe Trouch is going to leave this as late as he possibly can. Ernest trying to work the bottom side of the racetrack in the number 88 to get back by the number 09. He had it for a little bit, but just couldn't keep that momentum up down on the bottom of the speedway. Once these guys had it wound up top, started to pull away. Going to close in on 5 more laps to go. Trouch down to the inside, contact. Now here comes Ernest, and he spins around. Oh my goodness, Matt Trouch and Cody Ernest get together. And just, again, just an unfortunate deal there with Trouch and Frank making contact. Did Frank get up into the wall? I'm not sure there if he did, but Trouch came up the racetrack, just tapped the 21F. So here's the slow motion replay. Frank up top. There's Trouch following him. Schubert down on the bottom. We'll see if Frank got into the wall. I can't really see if he did or not. Yes, he did. He did get into the wall. So it comes down the racetrack. That's why they made contact. And Trouch with no chance to save that. And Ernest, just the innocent bystander there in the number 88. That's really unfortunate. And he'll have to go to the back. Wow, that is... a lot of unfortunate circumstances here tonight. Not very, very clean racing. It's just kind of the nature of fender cars and street stocks. You're going to make contact. Is just a matter of if and when. But now we're going to see a 5-lap dash to the checkered. Trevor Frank and Matt Trouch leading him down out of turn number 4. Does the number 09 have anything for Trevor Frank, or does he have damage actually in the number 09? Can he even get back up to the 21F is the question. Looks like it's running okay up towards the wall, maybe a little bit tight. on the 09. But Scotty Schottel, I believe, moving up into the 3rd spot. What a run back through the field. And now Chris Sleep was up in a podium place. That's the battle for 3rd right now. But Trevor Frank under control. The yellow flies once again. So Matt Trouch will have a shot here. And was that Cody Ernest again or Bill Sleep with more damage on the number 61? And contact between Sleep and Brandon Hull. This is probably another couple cars meeting in the center of the racetrack, unfortunately. It's been a lot of what's happening tonight, just coming up from the bottom, Kai coming down from the top. And really no chance. So Hull's way up high, Sleep down low, and they're going to come and meet in the middle. Hull got up into the wall. That's what it is. Hull got up into the wall, spun down almost spun down the racetrack, came down the racetrack, got into the 61, and sent both of them spinning. So we'll reset with 5 more laps to go. Trevor Frank going to lead him down off of turn number 4. Does Matt Trouch have anything for the 21F? With just a short dash to the checkered to go. Trouch going to have to get a great restart here to get that momentum wound up on the high side to have any kind of chance. Frank gets on the gas early coming off of turn number 3. And Trouch got into the tires down on the bottom. Tried to get a good jump off the bottom. Trouch way up into the wall. Rides it out and stays in 2nd. That was a big moment for the number 09. Gathers it back up, though. Mason Schubert slider on Chris Sleep up into the fence. Rips the spoiler off, but keeps going. Sleep going to try and come back down to the bottom of the racetrack. Slider for the 4S. Makes it stick. Chris Sleep back up into the 4th spot. Here comes Jason Schilling. 3 wide down the backstretch. Another slider from Schubert. Sleep up into the wall. Great racing back here in the back half of the top 5. Jim Bucher goes around in the background. We'll see if we stay green. But 2 more laps to go. Frank has led from the drop of the green flag so far, but has not been without challenge, and we do get a yellow. Jim Bucher, just saying that, he went around in the background there. And we'll get a replay here. Cody Ernest coming up the racetrack, and that's just a slider gone wrong, a.k.a. street stock racing. So Jim Bucher will reset the field here. He'll go to the tail. And I believe we're going to have a green-white checkered finish here. 5 attempts at a green-white checkered are allowed in the Midwest Auto Sports E-Series. Do everything we can to get these races in and completed under green flag conditions. We'll see if Trouch can get a better restart this time. I think he had something there coming off the bottom, but went too low that time and actually caught the tires and slowed him down. And of course, there's a lot of damage on that 09 too, so that might be playing a slight factor as well. Scotty Schottel, though, coming back up through the field, had gone to the rear a couple times for various incidents. Jason Schilling as well. Both of them back up inside the top 5. Right now, Mason Schubert running in the final top 5 position with Chris Sleep on the outside looking in. But we're going to come back to green this time around. Green, white, checkered finish here. Lot better restart that time for Trouch right on the rear spoiler of Trevor Frank. Can you tell I'm used to announcing sprint cars? Frank goes up a little bit too high there in turn 2. Schottel and Schilling battling for the 3rd spot right now, but there's going to be the white flag out. 1 more lap to go. Schottel down to the inside looking for the 2nd spot, but Trevor Frank gets the white flag. Frank down the backstretch for the final time. Schottel and Trouch, that's going to be the battle for 2nd, but through turns 3 and 4, the winner of the inaugural Sleep Racing Grassroots Classic is going to be Ballpark. Trevor Frank. Matt Trouch holds on for 2nd. Scotty Schottel in 3rd. Jason Schilling 4th. And Mason Schubert will round out the top 5. And Trevor Frank will take home the victory. Green to checkered win for the 21F. As Frank parks it in victory lane here at the virtual Cedar Lake Speedway, we'll give you your rundown of the field tonight. Matt Trouch finishes in second, Scotty Schottel third, Jason Schilling fourth, Mason Schubert in fifth, Cody Ernest in sixth, Chris Sleep seventh, Brandon Hull in eighth, Bill Schmidt ninth, Bill Sleep in 10th, and I believe Jim Buchert will round out the field. I believe we have our winner, Trevor Frank, here in the broadcast booth. We'll get a quick interview with him. And green to flag victory, Trevor, looked like you kind of had it in hand, but you definitely had to work for it there with all the restarts.
Yeah, I don't know who that guy behind me was, but he kind of ran into me coming into 3, and he junked a couple people that maybe had a chance to win. I don't know if he just maybe overcooked it in the 3, but I mean, whatever floats his boat, I guess. It was didn't really have any practice, didn't really have a setup, so I kind of just came in here out of merit and see if I could run good. And I'm surprised that we even did. It's nice to pick up a little extra money for the race season this year, and it's a tough race. There's some fast guys in there, but unfortunately, I think a lot of them got caught up in the tomfoolery in the back there, and really didn't have a chance to come forward.
Yeah, it was definitely a fun race to watch, and thanks for coming in here for a quick interview. And nice job on the win, and congratulations.
I'd like to just shout out Vanderpool Racing and all of our sponsors that come along with it, 11 Pointer Outdoors, Ritz Motorsports Photography, all them guys, they all help out on our stuff and keep us fast and hopefully in front, but I mean, it's mostly driver and I suck, so.
That all happens. It's just kind of part of the deal. But thanks for coming in here for the interview, Trevor. And thank you all for watching at home. And I hope you all enjoyed it. I know I did. Announcing fun race. Congratulations to Trevor Frank on the win. Nice races as well to Matt Trouch and Scotty Schottel on the podium. Thank you all for tuning in. And we'll see you next week for the Midwest Auto Sports Sage Fruit Sprint League finale, winged 410s at the Knoxville Raceway. Be sure to tune in once again here on our YouTube channel. Thank you all for watching and have a great rest of your night.